what did you learn on the street? Because you talk about being 13 and selling crack. Did that teach you something of how to be a successful businessman, or how we all are common?
All the things that you apply in business. They say that he has great instincts. But on the streets, having great instincts can be the difference between life and death, not just losing the deal.
Or incarceration.
Or incarceration, which is less than death, right? And and being a person of high integrity, people want to deal with you, in business, in the
trust.
Streets, trust and honorable, and, a man of your word, all these things come to play in business world. I'm not condoning any street activity, but it's just the way it is.
Every time I hear somebody say crack like this white lady just said, when you were 13 and you were selling crack, I think about Stephen A. Smith, man. Hey, run that clip, man.
His very first move as the executive was to sign Lamar Odom, who was on crack.
My ducks, my swans, welcome to the pond. My name is Dorian from Group82Music.com, and right here we got Jay-Z talking about the business lessons he learned in the streets. I posted a video the other day about Waka saying why Tekashi 6ix9ine gets a pass publicly. And when you read the comments, you see how dumb people are. Y'all don't watch videos, y'all just take headlines and run with it. Everything Waka said was true. Everything I said in the follow video was true. But a lot of y'all still think that for some reason I'm justifying abhorrent behavior. I don't even know if that's the right word. Abhorrent. ABHORRENT. I was in some spelling bees in my life, nigga. Like, I'm not justifying what people do that harms other people. What I was justifying was the fact that when you get into a business, no matter what the business is, there's a certain code that you have to live by in order to be respected by other people in that same endeavor. All of us have played sports in some capacity, especially if you play basketball. Basketball is a contact sport. So when you play basketball, you setting picks, you blocking people out, you might grab their jersey a little bit. But if you go up for a layup and somebody takes your legs out from under you when you in the air, you about to fight. Because there's a certain code in this game. If I go up for a jump shot and you slide your foot up under me, you're violating. There's physicality we're allowed to do on the court. You taking it too far. You need your motherfucking ass whooped. When you are in the streets, whatever it is you're doing in the streets, there's a certain code that you live by. And the code is, if you get jammed up in some shit, you don't say shit. And if you ain't ready for that, then don't fucking sign up. Just like when somebody's on a fast break at open gym, you don't fucking take their legs out. That speaks about your character. Jay-Z learned this stuff when he was in the streets, and it carries over to business. When you're in the business world, there's a certain way that you do things. I'm in a very volatile space here on social media, right? I have the gift of taking these clips and adding extra context to it and speaking to y'all in a language that you understand. I understand what's gonna get y'all to click, but every time that I write a caption, I know when it's turning into like salacious TMZ bullshit and when I can stay more on the safe side. Because y'all know I'm not with that gossip shit. So when I'm writing captions, even though the artist or the person who we talking about in the video might say something that I can really run with, that I know is gonna get me 50, 60, 70,000 more views, there's a code that I have here. I don't ever wanna make any of these artists or any of these people look bad unless they do it specifically to themselves. I'm not trying to twist their words. I'm not trying to change the narrative. Damn near every video that I post, I agree, or if I disagree, I do it in a very respectful way.
The moment that you get off your parents' bills, then you'll feel freedom. Fuck him and fuck no jumper. Stop giving them your goddamn money. And to accept a rainbow hair ass nigga, you already corny, and then he corny for thinking he in the shit with them, then once he gets locked up, he starts snitching. It's just a bunch of cornball niggas trying to do shit that they ain't really doing.
But a lot of people don't do that. They don't live by the code. A lot of these meme pages do a lot of fucked up shit because they don't live by the code. They don't understand business. That's why their brands won't expand, because they're doing it for the attention and for the clout and for the clicks right now. They're entertaining people at a very low frequency. They won't be around in 3 years. I will. The same reason that Jay-Z has been rapping from 96 to now is because he lived by a certain code. There's a certain way you move in certain industries. He understood that. When you treat the business you're in with respect and integrity, it's going to give it back to you. That applies in the streets. That applies in Instagram. That applies in music. That applies in real estate, church, sports, whatever your industry is. What you give is what you get back, especially now with social media. I'm out the pond. Y'all stay true.
Let me see you do the splits. Woo! Do you see?